This is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EIK WM France Deck G456 game with LadyInWaiting, WhiteLink, and JG. Looking at my first pile, I see Cloister Dweller, I see Market Woman, I see Eager Student. There's some interesting cards here. There's a bunch of cards that give crops. I think Market Woman is really strong, but we've also got Visionary and Storehouse Keeper. So I think what I'm taking here is Cloister Dweller, and hopefully I get one of the weaker crop piles back. So or crop cards like Storehouse Keeper might come back. Otherwise, Eager Student coming back would make me pretty happy. Hey, Mariska. So yeah, I think the pick here is just Cloister Dweller, and then we'll see what else comes around. Okay. Hey, Domba. Click on your. We've got some new emotes available, so enjoy those, guys. Yeah, there you are. There it is. Okay, Noble is really good, and we've also got Animal Breeder. Animal Breeder is not really that good with Cloister Dweller, and Noble is quite strong. So the thing about Noble is I'm probably like rushing up to a stone house, right? Whereas with Animal Breeder, I mean, Animal Breeder is a strong card on its own. I don't need to overcommit to Cloister Dweller. But I think Noble is strong enough that I can take it over Animal Breeder, and it just works a little more naturally with Cloister Dweller. Like with Cloister Dweller, really want, 2 pastures covering 9 spaces, 3 fields, 3 rooms, and if I can use Noble to get unblockable family growth even without room, that can always be quite good. So I'm pretty sure I'm taking Noble here. Yeah, and then a card like Omni Farmer for point ceiling coming back would be really good. Yeah, if I could get Omni Farmer back, I'd be pretty happy. So passing Animal Breeder is always dangerous because Animal Breeder is quite good, but I think it's the right. I'm not sure. Hopefully it's the right move here. Filter game? No, this is just the way the cards have been opened. Hey, Rylocren. Okay. Well, Giant with Cloister Dweller, or sorry, Giant with Noble seems pretty good because of course I can unblockably family growth whenever it comes out with Noble. And not to mention, I can play Giant and then in the same round double Reno to Stone. So like I could play Giant, use Giant to play Noble as well. So I play those 2 cards. And then I can double Reno the next round, and then I can double family growth the next round. I think Giant seems pretty good here. There's some pretty cool stuff I can do with it. Getting up to a stone house. Double family growth with Noble seems quite good. Yep. If I see, depending on what else I see, I can definitely consider not building a room at all and just trying to rush my Noble as soon as possible. Okay. Giant Noble seems quite good, yeah. Midnight Fencer's kind of funny. Because with Cloister Dweller, if I can steal 3 fences, that could be kind of nice, but it just doesn't do much. I don't really want to play Stone Carver with Noble, because I want my stone to go towards renovating. But if I'm not going to go for a big house, then maybe Stone Carver is fine here. I don't really want anything else out of this pile, so it's really just Stone Carver by default. But yeah, I don't love playing a card like Stone Carver with Noble in hand, because Stone Carver slows my renovating. Late game feed with Basket Maker's Workshop. Yeah, you like the Reedstone food action. So I hope you guys are doing well today. Actually, I'm interested to know, can you use food to unlock the higher tier emotes? Does that work? Doesn't really work because I have access to all of them by default as the channel owner, but are you guys able to unlock the... No, you can't? Oh, okay. That's too bad. So... Nice thing about Eager Student is Noble lets me unblockably plow sow and family growth late, so then I can play, you know, Giant, and I can play Noble late in the game with, or play Giant late in the game at least. Play Cloister Dweller late in the game. We've also got Visionary here. Visionary with a potential 2-room stone house combo is something I could do. We've also got Storehouse Keeper here. I think I'm taking Eager Student. Crop support for Plow Sow. I do like Storehouse Keeper. I think it's good. There's Herdsman and Cattle Rancher. Yeah. I think I'm actually going to take Eager Student here. I think Eager Student with the late game... These are like 3 really good late game cards. And especially the fact that Noble lets me unblockably use the late game really strong actions. I think that's what I can take here. Okay. Poker Player seems like a trap. I mean, I could play Poker Player and then play all 7 occupations by round 12. That should be doable. I could also consider a card like Prophet. Yeah, Prophet's a fine option here. Thing is, Damba, I kind of like the idea of using Giant. I kind of like the idea of using Giant to double Reno. So I'm a little less interested in Prophet because of that. This might be a hand that I can actually do a 5-point Poker Player. I think this is, I did say I want point ceiling if I'm gonna do like a relatively small house. So I think I like the idea of Poker Player here. With Eager Student, I can potentially do use Poker Player for 5 points. These picks don't matter. I'm not going to take Quarryman with Stonecarver already, so we'll just take Harvest Helper. Poker Player is probably 3 points. Yeah. Maybe 5 points. Maybe. Okay, well, we've got some pretty good cards here. I could definitely set up a Harvest Totem with Eager Student. Eager Student really likes Sow Bake, using Sow Bake if it comes out round 4 especially. So I could set up a Harvest Totem and then get a Boar with it. I could take a card like House Goat. House Goat is obviously fantastic. I think Sunflower Farm is really good. I think Sunflower Farm is so good. Yeah, passing Ashbringer. Yes, there's definitely a good day labor combo out there. That's for sure. Yeah, so Ashbringer, you know, then they get a cow and a boar or whatever. So there's definitely some strong animal combos out here. I should just take House Goat. Although Harvest Totem is really tempting. Getting the food, getting a, like, if I think of Eager Student as, you know, get 2 food and play an occupation, that seems pretty good. But Harvest Totem might come back. So I think I'm going to take House Goat here. Although House Goat and Harvest Totem doesn't really work well together unless I also build a major improvement to eat the boar with. Like, I can't hold the first boar otherwise. If I take Sunflower Farm and get Harvest Totem back... That seems pretty interesting. No support for Totem. Yeah, I mean, I would have to literally just take Grain, take Plow, right? I do like Sunflower Farm a lot. I think I'll just take House Goat. Yeah, and then if Harvest Totem comes back, I think I can make both work. Just depends on how stage 1 shakes out. Okay. Loom is really good. I like Menagerie. I don't know. We're going to have to kind of decide that, Damba. Whenever I turn reed into stone. Yeah, I think Banana Tree is also pretty good, especially if you're forced to take 2 clay as like the 6th move in round 1. I think Banana Tree can be quite good. But this is a game where I might want to build a fireplace, so Menagerie. So if we think about Menagerie and I get Harvest Totem back and I don't ever hold any boar, Menagerie is like an extra food every time. So that's quite good. Loom is point ceiling. I'm going to take Menagerie here. I might not fence until towards the end of the game. So Menagerie, if we get Harvest Totem back, seems like a pretty good combo. Whoa. Whoa, we got some great cards here. I'm glad to hear that. I like Duck Pond, obviously. This isn't really a mansion hand. Could take Wild Fruit. Could take Plow Feast. I think I'd probably just take Duck Pond. Yeah, this is a hand that really wants mid game food. Like cards like Duck Pond and House Goat are particularly good with Stone Carver because the Duck Pond just like gives you that little bit extra food so that you really don't have to worry about feeding. I think my cabbage is quite good, but with Stone Carver and with Noble, I don't really know how reliably I can build the pottery. Cabbage is good. I do like cabbage, yeah, my cabbage. But I think Duck Pond is... It's maybe the safe pick, which is not that interesting, but... another game where I get Machete. Oh, is this Machete or is this Granary? Market Woman and my cabbage. Yeah, well, Market Woman might have gone past JG. Don't know for sure. But yeah, it's definitely possible. So if I want to kind of force Harvest Totem, I can take Machete and just then take 1 raw grain. But probably Granary makes a lot of sense here. There's a bit of a problem with Granary, and the problem with Granary is that I don't know. What's the problem with Granary? For some reason, I thought there was a big problem with Granary. Oh, it seems like a very good card here. I like Granary a lot. Yeah. I do like Machete, but maybe with Granary, I don't plow until the end of the game. So if Harvest Totem doesn't come back, I don't really care. And it doesn't come back, so that's fine. Don't think I'm taking Heavy Cart or Manure here, so I think this pick is just Corn on the Cob. Turning a grain into 4 food on Family Growth can be nice. Corn on the Cob looks fine. Ox Skull is actually probably playable in this game. If cattle is going to be my one animal in my house, then I can always just delete it. And Ox Skull is +1 point. And a couple food. Banana Tree's pretty solid. Banana Tree, Duck Pond, House Goat. I'd be getting a lot of food from my minor improvements. A lot of food. Yeah, Ooh, something special, Mariska. Whoa! Market Woman did not take my cabbage, so that seems like a pretty big signal. Will I go hard for Ox? Probably not with Eager Student, right? Will I go hard for Eager Student Ox? Maybe. I don't really like the one grain space, so I don't really love playing Plow Feast here, but Plow Feast is something I could always play at the end of the game. Could take my cabbage here. Thing is, I don't know, I can't really play the pottery with this hand. Like Granary, Banana Tree, Noble, I really don't want to build the pottery. I'm just going to want to put my clay towards other stuff. I think I'll take Plow Feast here. Yeah, they maybe didn't think about it. Yeah, I'm trying to think about what else was in that pack. There might have been something else in the pack that that player really wanted, depending on their other cards. All right, let's rearrange farms. Maybe they have Undergarter and doesn't know they don't come. Yeah. All right, so we've got Delivery Man from WhiteLink. So Bake came out. I can't use So Bake, so we'll take Reedstone Food here. Starting second is amazing. That's the best seat to be in. It is known. It is known. It is known. Yeah, Market Woman was in my Cloister Dweller pack, right? So... yeah, so did JG pass on? JG would have seen it fourth. So maybe JG passed on it fourth. Why would they have passed on it fourth? I don't know. It is known, that's right. Statistically proved, yes. Oceanographer here for LadyInWaiting. Sun and stars, right? Not just sun. Actually, I guess I don't... wow, this is nighttime, so I'm stars. That's what I am. I'm stars for you. Because it's nighttime in Oslo. Two clay came back. Two clay's pretty solid here. It enables my banana tree. Okay. I think I'm playing Poker Player. Yeah, let's just pack it up. No point in playing anymore. Oh. Public Forest here. Okay, so I'm going last next round. Well, I don't mind Expensive Ock. Expensive Ock Poker Player and then taking wood probably. Or maybe take 3 wood and then start player Banana Tree. I kind of want to use Major Minor. Kind of want a Major Minor Banana Tree or House Goat. Or Duck Pond. Well, I think if we're doing the Daenerys thing, Daenerys says sun and stars. She calls Drogo her sun and stars. So that's what I was thinking of. Market Woman finds 2 miners better than Cabbage Lover. No Kulala. Yes, no Kulala. Actually, Kulala was going to join, but they came too late. Kulala was our 5th player. Sorry, Wolf times 3. I know. I know how disappointed you are. So I watched Endgame last night. It was good. I was really impressed. Great culmination for the whole Marvel series. No spoilers though, please, for anyone who hasn't seen it. No, because it's kind of alliterative, Damba. At least that's the reason. That's the way I always thought of it. Labor union game. Is this a comment about my labor union game? I don't actually have labor union. Go back and watch round 7. Did I make a big mistake? Huge? Chat has more than 100% win rate. Oh, definitely. I mean, chat knows. Is your life a lie? I mean, only you can determine that for yourself. All right, sheep came out. I don't really want to take one sheep, not with house goat, so I will go ahead and play my poker player here. I want to start getting occupations out, so it's pretty likely that if major minor comes out next round, I should be able to play occupation eager student and then play something like banana tree. Preferred Infinity War. Infinity War was maybe a better movie, but I mean, what could have, like, this was the culmination of like all those movies. Like, I feel like it was a very satisfying conclusion. Set an Oct timer out. This is a good idea. Poker player alert. Poker player alert. Yeah, I think it was really good. Labor Union does seem really good. Yeah, I liked it. Seems very strong. I think that game, honestly, that game was bad because of my first, like, if my first minor was anything like, if I got a 3-power minor that I actually could play, unlike whatever the 2.7 refrigerator that I first picked, and it didn't play, something that gave me more focus, you know, told me what to do. I like when the cards tell me what to do. But when the decisions are all really hard, then the cards don't tell me what to do. They're not speaking to me. Maybe set some point goal at the beginning of the game. You know what, guys? We're gonna get the poker player points when we get them. Okay, let's not go crazy here. So what do we have coming out? Major minor. So what if I don't get major minor? And actually hitting major minor second action round 4 might be tough because the sheep are around. Oh, this is JG's had quite a nice start playing Lady of the Manor here. This is quite a nice start for JG. Ready to build a room. Nice. Major minor came out, which makes me happy, but LadyInWaiting might go for the fireplace. Like cards which challenge me in some way. Like Tetris. Say, hey, play me. Think you're good at this game? Guys, oh, okay, so LadyInWaiting plays fireplace. Alright. So that means if I want to use eager student, it really needs to come on fencing. Do I want to fence in round 4? No, I don't want to fence in round 4. So eager student doesn't seem like it'll come online for a little bit. So my second occupation is going to have to wait. WhiteLink plays Magician. Well, I get Reedstone Food here. So if I can Reedstone Food, then start player Banana Tree and hit 4 wood next round, that'll be pretty strong. But playing Poker Player and then not playing another occupation in stage 1 seems questionable. I'm going to keep taking your Eager Student, though. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. Looks like JG wants to build clay oven. Why did JG take 1 grain? If JG had Market Woman, you wouldn't think 1 grain would be good. Yeah, so like I could play Stone Carver. Yeah, well, I'm just wondering how likely am I to second action any of the stage 2. I don't care about 1 stone. I mean, I could second action 1 vegetable, like that's fine. I could second action 1 boar. That would be fine, if it's especially if I need the food. I'm start playing into 6 wood here. That seems pretty good. So yeah, definitely gonna do it. I guess House Goat, Banana Tree. Maybe Reno. Yeah, I might want a Reno. But seems like I mean, if Eager Student works it like at the end of the game, I think it's still gonna be okay. But yeah, it might come out pretty late. I guess I should play House Goat over Banana Tree. No. No, giving up 1 food, like if House Goat doesn't come out till stage 2, that's fine. Because the extra food from Banana Tree is so impactful. It's very valuable. Should actually put the food out, I guess. Okay. Where is everyone placed their resources? Who's bottom right here? That's the private forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Banana Tree, 7 food, right? Yep. Well, I got 6 wood here, and I'm ready to build a room. And if JG doesn't build, I will very happily build. If JG does build, oh, Eager Student, sorry. Here you go. So, most recent round card with your last person. Pay a food to play an Ock. So yeah, JG builds a room. So if 4 wood comes back, great. Otherwise, occupation seems reasonable. 4 clay, 2 reed. I guess I don't really care about 2 reed all that much. 4 clay gets me the clay for a granary, but I still have House Goat to play too. Considering how weak Eager Student currently is, I think that food cost is maybe unnecessary. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. But if it didn't have a food cost, like if you could hit it on family growth, like I could just see some real... There could be some real groaners if you are able to use it on family growth, for example. Gladly take 4 wood here. WhiteLink has to start player to build ahead of me next round. But if family growth doesn't come around 5, JG being the person after me, I might not want to... This is kind of a bad... The way the family growth queue has come out has not been great. But that's okay. I think we can make it work. I have the Frozen 2 music stuck in my head. I was listening to that today. Because I watched it on... What did I watch it on? Saturday night? Thursday night? Some night I watched Frozen 2. I liked it. It wasn't as good as the first one, but... some very addictive, some earworms. I guess Disney's pretty good at that. Consider building a room and rushing for Stone House. Yeah, I think that's probably the play. Especially if round 7 is family growth. If I imagine I could noble grow round 8, like. Okay, so I think probably going for Reno makes a lot of sense here, and that would be a time to play Eager Student. But then Reno comes out in round 5. And I can no longer Eager Student and... But hey, these guys are passing me 5 woods, so... Who am I to say no to like all the wood I will ever need for the whole game? So JG will start player. Yeah, the thing is, Lady-in-Waiting first action used Fireplace, so... Yeah, round 4 I could have used it. Round 4 I could have worked on Major Minor. But the thing is... I can use Major Minor second action, but I can't trigger Eager Student. Because Eager Student is only relevant in when you're using the most recent round card, Damba. I think unless you're thinking of it maybe a different line, like a line that we didn't go down. Also, very interestingly, JG Reedstone Foods over start players. So if JG Reedstone Foods, there's a chance we get to build second. JG has no wood for stable blocking. So we've got Sundial here. Acreage and Sundial for the Magician. That's fun. Very fun. I will very happily take 5 clay here. Just going to continue taking all the really great piles of resources they keep passing me. So yeah, JG can't stable block me, so family growth round 6 would be pretty great because I could start player house goat. And then second action build a room. And the way things are looking, I could probably build a couple stables. I have access to that much wood right now. Hello, Marmalade. Okay, well, what I predicted came out. So, unless Lady-in-Waiting blocks my build a room action, this seems totally safe. Then we play House Goat round 7. Or no, we don't play House Goat, because I'm playing House Goat with this move. Well, I can always play Granary next round. So WhiteLink played Animal Nursery. So WhiteLink can breed onto the Animal Nursery. Don't see this card played too often. It's kind of interesting to see it played. So I start player House Goat here, and then I should get second action build a room. So JG is going to lose out on 2 rounds of growing by not start playering in round 5. Certainly he needed the clay oven to get his feeding online, but should be on a short list with Oxman and everyone does it. Honestly, everyone does it. Just some people do it more publicly. That's all. Everyone does it. Just, yeah, some more publicly. Like me. Um, did JG feed in round 4? 11 food seems like a lot. Oh, Psychopass is great. I like that. I like the first season. I dropped it like pretty early in the second season. It was okay, but I mean, I mostly dropped it because people said, "Oh, it's not the second season's not that good." Um, so JG took 4 fishing and then baked a clay. Okay, yeah, JG's feeding is fine. Yeah, with public forest, makes sense. You talking about card strength? I don't. I have no clue what you're talking about, unless you're talking about something that you were talking about earlier. Oh, get your mental quotient in the right range. Is that what you're talking about? I'm gonna build 3 stables here. It's enough for a breeding pair outside of my house with house goats. So thought it was a CAC minor at first. There we go. Psychopath, Mariska. Make that minor. The more you're in disagreement. Oh, okay. You know what? It's been a while since I don't remember that being a big element, but it makes sense. Yeah. It's been a while since I've watched it, so. Do not take disagreement to heart. Yeah, I mean it's hard not to, right? We're just like we're we're psychologically wired that way, right? That we have our in group and our out groups and you know, like this and don't like that and care about this person and don't care about that person. Like that's just the way we're built psychologically, right? So pay for granary with clay here seems reasonable. Right. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, yeah, now I'm seeing what you're saying, Mariska. Yeah, of course. So I don't have to get food with my second action because I get a food from my house goat. So I could take three sheep here theoretically, but if I take three sheep, then I need to build something to eat them with. Yeah, like the best move here is to play an occupation, but I don't really want to play an occupation because it's gonna. Well, because I can't afford it. Unless I play Stone Carver. I could occupation Stone Carver with this move and eat a stone. Oh, I could play Harvest Helper here. That'd be kind of mean, though. I don't really need Harvest Helper with the granary grain coming in. Could plow a field. That's like the moves here are not really that strong for me. Probably playing an occupation makes sense. Yeah, with poker player, definitely I'm playing an occupation, and I'll play Stone Carver. No, I can't afford Eager Student because I would starve. So yeah, Stone Carver seems fine. Stone, goat, and a food to feed 5. So if JG had Market Woman, would JG have prioritized Ashbringer over... Imagine JG had the Day Labor combo and Market Woman. Maybe that's why JG prioritized Ashbringer over my cabbages. No, Ashbringer was my first pack. I don't know. We'll have to look at the draft after and see what happened. Yeah, I'm not WhiteLink this game. Notice how there's no smiles? No smiley face. My people have the smiley face. Yeah, time is funny. WhiteLink plays Occupation Walrus Hunter. I'm going to go ahead and take fish, I suppose. So 2 grain onto the acreage. That seems nice. Yeah, WhiteLink's got the makings of a really good game here. Plays the stone oven in the next stage. Bakes 2 grain. Still has 2 grain fields. Yep. Seems reasonable. Looks like JG didn't need to start player. So if vegetable comes out round 8, I probably eager student take vegetable. Play noble. Play harvest helper. I kind of like the idea of giant and using giant to get to my stone house really quickly. Not sure how I'm going to do that. Yeah, I think walrus is not bad at all. Yeah. It gives you a really reliable food. Because, yeah, you can take 4 food, you know, when fishing is at 1 food. LadyInWaiting really went all in on getting those crops planted. What does LadyInWaiting have? Omni Farmer, right? It's gotta be Omni Farmer. To go for planted crops that early, especially because it didn't come back to me. Alright, so here... Reedstone food is okay. I kind of like 2 reed to get both my reed for my renovations. Could take 3 wood. Ooh, LadyInWaiting plays axe. It's quite a late axe. But she's got 5 fields plowed. And a grain and a vegetable sown already. Red's got Animal Breeder. Yeah, Animal Breeder makes a lot of sense with Lady of the Manor. Yeah, Lady of the Manor is bad for my Cloister Dweller, that's for sure. Maybe I should have changed tax. Around a great time to start building rooms. Well, I could take 2 reed with my first move, and if I do, it probably forces LadyInWaiting to build with her next move. And if she doesn't, I'll just build and grow again. And assuming she does build, I occupation, eager student, and then last action, take vegetable. Eager student plays probably noble. It's a little early to show noble, but I don't really need to play harvest helper, so. Yeah, if you're building 3 rooms, it could be okay, but yeah, only building 1, yeah. Pretty sure Cloister's gonna go big pastures covering 9. I kind of built the stables. My stable could have been over here. Could have been up here. It doesn't really matter. I just need to have 1 stable in each of the 2 big pastures. Reedstone food is slightly better. Yes, Reedstone food twice is good. However, I can now take 3 stone Maruska, and then the stone converts to 3 food with stone carver. Well, I would do 3 fields if I don't like if LadyInWaiting didn't build, then I would consider building next round and growing. But since LadyInWaiting built a room, then that delays it, and it probably makes noble better. Just playing towards noble, so. Let's go ahead and eager student here. Giant on vegetable and then noble on vegetable. If I had enough food. Oh, I do have enough food because I forgot to pick up my goods. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, noble giant. I was kind of thinking that I would play giant on cattle. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that I would play giant on cattle and then get a pair of cattle. So I think what I do here is I'll take vegetable and I'll play noble. And then whenever cattle comes out, I'll play giant. I don't really want to play giant too early, because giant when you still only have 3 family members really can backfire very strongly. So LadyInWaiting plays family growth and harvest totem. Okay. I probably first move take 3 stone. 3 stone and then 3 wood hopefully comes back. No, 3 wood's gone. Well, I definitely think I'm taking 3 stone here. So I have enough food right now. Reno Menagerie, I would get a food on boar. Yes, I would. I could take the 1 boar. I'm not that. What I kind of want to do, Maruska, is when cattle comes out in round 10, that's when I want to trigger giant. Like, imagine cattle comes round 10. I last action, take 1 cattle, giant, double the cattle. Then I can breed that second cattle to 3. And then I can fence in this stage before I take the other 2 types of animals. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Because I don't have a way to eat the animals, and I don't have any other animal capacity beyond 1 breeding pair. So I don't really like just taking 1 boar here. Because if I take 1 boar, then I can't also have a breeding pair of cattle, for example. So that's why I don't really want to take 1 boar with this move. Because I have noble, so I mean I can use noble to play use eager student to play on the round 12 and round 13 actions. So really, my focus right now is getting my Renos off. Eager student plays the Ock afterwards. Shit. Immediately afterwards, pay 1 food to play an occupation. And then giant. Well, I think it still can work. Because yes, eager student plays it after, but I think you can still say, well, after I play giant, after I take the action, then I can play giant, then I can go back and double. I guess I have to think about how it works with Sunday Worker. So I should look at the WM compendium. You may double an action immediately after an action is taken. Okay, so let's look at this sentence. So it says you may double an action immediately after the action is taken. So I take the action. And then I'm pretty sure I can decide to Sunday Worker after. Because imagine, so Maruska, imagine I play Occupation and then I use Occupation to play Sunday Worker. Then the action is resolved, but then I can use Sunday Worker to pay a food to play a second action. I think it might work. I think it works. I'll ask what the other players think, but I think that would work. Okay, I have enough food right now. So I think what I'll do is I'll take 6 wood, or 6 clay, sorry. And then when I reno, I have stuff to do with the majors. Oh, I should look at what other people are doing. So we've got Harvest Totem for LadyInWaiting, so that's where that card ended up. JG with Animal Breeder. So JG's certainly gonna build some fencing, although WhiteLink did already. So what I'm comparing it to is I'm comparing it to Sunday Worker. And Sunday Worker is not in play when you go on the occupation action, but it is afterwards. So I think it might work. I'm not sure. I'll ask what the others think. But yeah, I'll let the other players in the game vote on it. I think it works. Someone played Ham Glazer, which is kind of crazy. LadyInWaiting played Ham Glazer, so she's going to use her Harvest Totem to get boar, and then Ham Glazer is going to eat to 6. Well, if the 2 a.m. votes are split, then I think we're good, right, guys? Noble doubling Reno would be nice, but I don't really have anything that I really want to do with this action. I don't really want to play any cards right now. So I think just playing a Reno action seems reasonable. And I'll build the clay oven. Or it's not clay oven. I'll build a cooking hearth. And then I can play when I reno to stone, duck pond, or menagerie. Two food, goat, and a stone to feed. Oh, you know what? I had my mute backwards. Whoops. You should be hearing me again. I had myself muted for a bit. I don't think the point ceiling is too low. Not when I have 4, like all my miners have points on them, and I have Cloister Dweller. Like Cloister Dweller is a nice point ceiling card. Plus Poker Player. Plus plus the stables. I think it could be okay. Yeah, so I was muting myself when I was wanting to talk. Just got myself backwards. So Plow Deal Maker here for WhiteLink. All right, so here's where we have to discuss. I only get 1 good Plow Sow action. I should get 2. Don't I? 2 good Plow Sow actions? Well, I plow 3 times either way. Well, I'll probably have to giant take wood at some point because I'm not getting enough wood right now. Okay, they're not really saying anything, so I'm gonna do it. Need a boar to make room. Plus, so that's 1, 2, 3. The menagerie food, or sorry, the menagerie food from the cattle goes towards my giant occupation. Yeah, I'm not sure actually if I can play 2 occupations or not, or play 2 occupations or not. Because the thing about Sunday Worker is it says, yes, exactly. Yeah. So I think, because with accumulation spaces, you don't take the action twice, you just get double. Yeah. So I think I can only play 1 occupation there. The question is, do I get the second cattle, right? I was not even thinking about playing 2 ox with the giant. Yeah, yeah. I think I can only play 1, though, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure I can only play 1 Damba because Cloister Dweller, sorry, because giant on accumulation spaces doubles. Yeah, when you're going on it doubles what you take from the space. You don't actually take the action twice. So I think I can only play 1 occupation there. But that's fine. I play 2 occupations in round 13. I play an occupation round 12, round 13. So on vegetable it works. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, Damba. That's the way I would look at it. But not on cattle. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way I'm thinking about it. Okay. I think what I'm doing is I'm gianting 3 wood and then taking plow with noble as my 2 moves. Yeah, that 2 ox round 12. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, because I'll giant whatever this space is. Yep. Yes, because I do want both out round 12, right? It's by the end. We need to read Poker Player again. Honestly, reading Poker Player. Let's take double 3 wood. So here's Burger Flipper for WhiteLink. Another combo with Walrus Hunter. And with Magician, actually. And then I'll look at Poker Player. End of round 12. Okay, yes. So, yeah, playing 2 more, 5 points. Beautiful. Yep. Yeah. For some reason, I thought it was start of the round. So there's the Omni Farmer, as expected. Omni Farmer for 3 goods is not quite as good. It's 5 points. It's like +2 or 3. But you have to play it earlier. Consider 5 fields. I don't. Honestly, the well's still available. Pottery, Basket Maker's Workshop. I still have good miners to play. I don't think I need to. I don't think I'm gonna plow 5 fields. I think I can go for majors. Like I could giant 3 wood or 3 stone and potentially build and then giant major miner bait maybe. I want to get my fencing done. That's for sure. I got skipped. Good night, Maruska. Sorry for the late start. I'll have an earlier start tomorrow for sure. Well, giant family growth, not 6 stone, yeah. Even more earlier start for a tourney game. We could do that. I don't know what time I'm gonna wake up tomorrow though. I might sleep in pretty late. Not been sleeping well. Or I didn't sleep well the last couple nights, so. Hopefully they don't skip me this time. Be great if I could have an action. Alright. Doesn't end up mattering because I'm nobling plow. It really does not matter. I could start player actually to get 4 wood. No, I'm not getting 4 wood. Never mind. Start player duck pond here seems like a good idea. Okay. So instead of plow, I will play duck pond. Feed 5 plus goat, eat O to make room for breeding cattle. Then breed the cattle. Yeah, this thing is I should have gone on start player like way earlier. Like I should have had to decide with my second action. So this is kind of messing things up. Wow, super strong. Well, I'm taking 4 wood here. I'm not even taking family growth. You're welcome to JG. Fofo is saying, why aren't you going on family growth? Because I need to use my last action to family growth. Yeah. JG quickly pointing out I have no ball. That's right. That's what's going on here. So yeah, I'm definitely gianting some plow action. Maybe plow sow, maybe some other plow action. Like I might, depending on what I want to do. I have a lot of flexibility over the next 2 rounds. Fofo saying, why aren't you going on double family growth? Now, giant. Haha. Family growth around 12 is huge. Yeah, it's a big difference for my poker player. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points for my poker player. So harvest helper. So I'll sow 2 grain. I just harvest help once to get the 8th grain. Or maybe if I only sow grain once. No, sowing grain twice makes sense. Definitely, yeah, makes sense, yeah. JG does have Market Woman. There she is. Maybe I should go back and build the 4th stable. I should be playing towards Lady of the Manor here. So 4 stable, cattle, and then the 2 types of crops. That would be 4 categories. I should be able to do that. Count Lady of the Manor. Yeah. I do need to think about Lady of the Manor here. These guys will go pastures. Thing is, LadyInWaiting is already at 3. And she hits 4, probably 4 if she fences 12. So tying at 4 should be doable. So stables, cattle, both types of crops would be 4 categories. I should be able to do that if I maybe giant vegetable in round 14. WhiteLink plays start player haystack. I only see 4 animals, not 6. You use Giant Noble for plow sow 5 fields? I certainly can get to 5 fields. Yeah, that probably makes sense. Give up 1 cloister dweller point. Yeah, and then but then I wouldn't build the 4th stable, but that's fine. Forget 5. Yeah, 4 is good enough. The other thing is the well's still available. The well still being available is interesting, but it does require me to take wood and stone. Harvest helper will be a big swing. Yeah, you're right about taking the grain from someone. Yeah, taking the grain from Lady of the Manor threat. Yep. Yep, that's a good point, Damba. Yep. The other thing is there's going to be really good pairs of animals next round. 3 boar that, JG doesn't mind the boar, but JG doesn't really care about 3 boar right now. It's food, but he's got food from the loom, and wants to get his animal breeder actions out. So like, there's a chance that if I fence, I could get 2 sheep and 3 boar, which would just be amazing. First action fence, then take the boar, then take the sheep, then last move plow sow, maybe. Yeah. I fence here. I'm gonna fence here. And I have to decide how I'm gonna fence. If I fence first action, I think I can only hit 3 fields. Well, I'm not guaranteed to hit, sorry. I'm not guaranteed to hit the other one. Whoops. So we do this, fence 13, and then maybe 14, 15 for pastures. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Seems quite good. And then, yeah, so I could giant boar to hit 7 boar, yeah, which would be another Lady of the Manor category. But my first priority should probably be taking plow. Because if I don't get a plow action in addition to my 2 giant noble plow sows, then I can't hit 5 fields. And I want to hit 5 fields. Yeah, I have some nice options here, that's for sure. JG taking the cattle here. Seems like a bit of a mistake with animal breeder, because the 3 boar are 1 extra food. Prayed because I needed the extra food. Someone who wanted to screw with you. Well, I get plow or plow sow back, which is pretty hilarious. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and giant on plow here. And then I will plow sow. Hope maybe take 2 sheep and then plow sow. I guess I kind of need food. I could start player corn on the cob. Oh, sure. He's giving me 4 food. Right? Plow deal maker? Well, that solves my feeding problems. I just got given 4 food. That works. Maybe I should not have gianted on the plow space. Okay, the 2 sheep came back. I could also start player corn on the cob. But I can eat a cattle here and just let my my cattle don't have to hit. If I let them breed twice, they don't hit 6 anyways. So I think taking the 2 sheep here looks reasonable. Yeah, 4 food is great. Yeah, you're right. Oh, corn on the cob, you mean? Yeah, I could have started playing corn on the cob, I guess. I think holding corn on the cob for the last round is okay, too. The 2 sheep are quite nice. It's a 3-point action. And last action, plow sow. And then I'm going to help someone. Let's see if JG sows here. I guess I'm most likely helping LadyInWaiting, though. Oh, I get plus food menagerie. And then 6 food and a cattle to feed 10. And then I harvest help LadyInWaiting. And I'll get a sheep. Breed a sheep. Looks good. I might have to take 1 vegetable for another LadyInWaiting another Lady of the Manor category. 3-point Cloister Dweller, 1 point on Menagerie. No competition for Lady of the Waiting or Lady of the Manor. Doesn't look like JG is either, though. I think it's only WhiteLink that I'm competing with. I have to say, family growth coming around 6 and then being able to snag the second growth was quite nice. And then also, I just got a lot of really good wood actions, which was very nice. Very efficient wood actions. But it's been a nice game. 7 occupations out by round 12 seems good. Oh, here's the well. Yeah, the thing is, if Lady-in-Waiting hits a 5-room stone house plus Omni Farmer plus well, she's just going to have a really high scoring game. But maybe if she doesn't get Lady of the Manor, then I have the edge. Oh. Oh, I never put out my duck pond food. I forgot to put out the food for duck pond when I changed to it in round 12 or round 9? No, round 11. Yeah. Yeah, because I said, "Oh, I'm going to go ahead and play duck pond," but then they never passed it back to me and I never actually put the food out. All right, I'll take boar here plus a food menagerie. Yep. Was I supposed to take was I supposed to take one vegetable there instead? Because WhiteLink is one vegetable away from another Lady of the Manor category. Same as me. Don't think I'm worried about JG. Does Lady of the Manor count the animal nursery stuff? Most scoring categories. And the animals do count for scoring. Well, the thing is he has no wood, so he can't get a 4th pasture. So if he hits fields, 2 types of crops, and 1 type of animal, we maybe tie. Can Lady of the Manor Reno? Or Lady-in-Waiting Reno, you think? Yeah, she might. Market Woman will go on the vegetable. Well, Market Woman just took so. So apparently not vegetable. Lady-in-Waiting saying she should have start playered. Yeah, it looks like she does hit a Reno action, which is quite nice. Yeah, Lady-in-Waiting is going to have huge points. I should have pretty huge points as well, though, so we will see. Don't think she noticed I harvest helped her. So I'll take the 1 vegetable here. 1 vegetable to get my 4th vegetable. And I actually don't have to sow grain. Well, yeah, sowing a vegetable, I guess I can eat a vegetable for 3 points. So that seems reasonable. And I can harvest help someone and eat a raw grain, theoretically. Doesn't seem worth it to harvest help WhiteLink though, so I'll probably just harvest help with LadyInWaiting again. Yeah. Take away another point from her. She should have enough actions that she has a gluttony of actions. Do I giant vegetable? No. I'll giant plow sow with my last move. Yeah, I'm interested to see how many Lady of the Manor categories WhiteLink ends up at. Might be boar. Boar. I guess boar is the only real reasonable one. So this is my second last move. My last move is fixed as gianting plow sow. So, I'm going to eat a vegetable and a raw grain, so I don't need any more food. So I can take points here. Where are the points? Giant cattle and then do a single plow sow. No, I think I need a giant plow sow. If I don't giant plow sow, then I don't get a Lady of the Manor point. And also I sow one less thing. And sowing one less thing seems bad. I could just take one cattle here. Yeah, I don't think it matters too much. Thinking here. I don't think I have a point for this move. Food's not worth anything to me. Because I'm going to sow a vegetable and a grain. Or sow 2 vegetables, have 5 vegetables, I can eat 1. And then I harvest help someone and eat the raw grain to hit 10. I also have house goat, so I don't even need to eat the raw grain. So I'm all good for food. I have house goat, so I'm good. Yeah, I have no points here. I just have nothing to do. I could play Plow Feast. Plow Feast is 1 point. But Plow Feast is also points for all my opponents. I don't really want to Plow Feast. I don't want to give points to all my opponents. Guess I'll just take 1 vegetable. Or take 1 cattle, sorry. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, that move wasn't worth anything, unfortunately. Plow to deny. I guess I'd be denying JG, but it doesn't really, JG's not, I'm not competing with JG. 2 stone first move was best? Yeah, you might be right. If I lose to LadyInWaiting, then it certainly was. She says I got this easy. I'm not sure about that. Major play corn on the cob. Yeah, but the food doesn't matter, right? So I'll take something else off the board, I guess. Take the 1 cattle off the board. Maybe make it less likely someone hits 6 points or 6 cattle total. Okay, 6 food v goat to feed 10, think on harvest helper. All right. So let's count the lady of the manor categories. I'm at 4, right? 2 crops, plot fields, and pastures. Thing is, WhiteLink might be at 5. If WhiteLink breeds, yeah, I think WhiteLink's at 5 lady of the manor categories. Pastures, because I didn't think WhiteLink was going to hit 4 pastures, but did end up pulling it off with a 4 wood action. So pastures, boar, 2 types of crops and fields. Yeah, so I don't win the Lady of the Manor points. I'll harvest help Lady in Waiting. He doesn't get vegetables. Oh, he doesn't get vegetables. Oh, we're tied. Okay, I think WhiteLink and I are tied. Good point, thank you. Yeah, I think we tie on the Lady of the Manor points. So okay, I have whatever I have plus 11. It looks like. All right. No, 12 because of the point from Menagerie. So 49 plus 12, geez, 61. Huge score. Yeah, Noble Giant is a quite nice combo, and the fact that Family Growth came around in 12 was amazing. I crushed. I won by 9 points. And then the other 2 are in the 40s. So Lady in Waiting 52. WhiteLink 44, 61 for me, and then JG said they announced their score. What was JG's final score? I don't see it. 44. Yeah. 52, 44, 61, 44. Cloister is good at 3 VP. 3 fields this game. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't commit to getting 5 fields until Family Growth came out round 12. I didn't have enough actions until Family Growth came round 12. Like, that was the difference, that I could really swing all in on the Lady of the Manor points. But yeah, certainly, I mean, I have, like, all my cards are pretty nice. Like, I guess Stonecarver is my worst card, maybe. Maybe Eager Student. I mean, Eager Student is nice. There's something like Noble, but yeah, my miners are quite good. Let's take a quick look at the draft. Thanks, Rylocren. I needed a break. I was on a bit of a losing streak, so that's nice. How many games that I lost in a row? I lost a couple games in a row. 2, 3 games in a row. I guess 3 games in a row is not that much, but when when like I've been winning like 50% of my games this month, that's pretty good. 3 in a row is a lot. I'm on a cold streak here. I've won 3 out of 9, so 33% has been a cold streak for me. Look at my Cabbage's Power. I know it's a good card. I know. JG, I agree that JG made a mistake not taking it. 3, 4, 5, 9, 6, 3. So, first pick Cloister Dweller over Market Woman. Wow, Market Woman 4.4. That's crazy. I would not have guessed that. And I took Noble over Animal Breeder, and actually the stats support that. Just barely, but only barely. Yeah, Noble's quite good. Then Giant. Giant with Noble I think is a pretty obvious pick. Stone Carver, this pack was very weak. Eager Student here over Storehouse Keeper. So I could have taken Storehouse Keeper. But getting Poker Player back made Eager Student quite good, I think. And I do know that Noble is going to support Eager Student. Yeah. And Giant. And then first pick House Goat was the best card by power. I did agonize over that a little. I took Loom over Menagerie. I think Menagerie is quite good. I'm surprised by Loom's stats, honestly. Eager 0.8. Honestly, Eager 0.8, that's sample size, and also that it's still getting overvalued a little by people like me. So if it starts going like 5th on average, its stats will go up a lot when you already have the combo that lets you use those actions, like cards like Noble, for example. Like I was first picking Eager Student, doing silly stuff like that. And I think you probably need something to enable it. Duck Pond stats are lower than Wild Fruit, but I guess it's because Wild Fruit is taken lower. Interesting. Yeah, My Cabbage 3.4. Well, so My Cabbage is the same power as Duck Pond, but it's drafted at almost 2 positions later, so that's quite a bit later. HIKLJ subscribed with Twitch Prime for 9 months. Thank you so much. Maybe we put the politician in chat when people sub. That would be kind of fun. Or I guess you guys haven't seen it yet, but we've got Mr. Educator. And then I've got Camembert there as well. Maybe we put a politician in chat when people sub. That would be fun. It's like, haha, look at me. Yeah. I mean, I scored 61, so definitely you have to have some things go your way to do that for sure. What did JG take over? Academic. Ooh, yikes. I guess that pack was really bad, but Academic stinks. First pick Quarry. So took Ashbringer ahead of... Where's My Cabbage? It was 4th. So took Mansion ahead of My Cabbage. So with Quarry and Ashbringer, I actually think that's defensible. Constable? Did I miss Constable? Where was it? Or you're saying I should make a Constable thing? I don't see Constable. For when someone corrects me. Yeah, so okay, so has taken Quarry, then takes Ashbringer. So took Mansion out of that pile ahead of My Cabbage. My Cabbage is great with Market Woman, yes. But pretty hard to pass Mansion when Day Labor gets you like half the resources for Mansion on its own. Yeah, just never managed to get there. Probably just didn't have enough actions. I think falling in the family growth queue really negatively affected JG. Who was passing to me? It was WhiteLink. So WhiteLink first pick Magician. Okay. Well, I feel kind of dirty now because I got Noble because WhiteLink first picked Magician. Feels a little dirty. And then I got... Well, maybe should have taken Cattle Rancher, but took Animal Nurse. It feels a little dirty. This is why I shouldn't look at the people passing to me. Where did Visionary end up, I wonder? LadyInWaiting's hand, maybe? And then Acreage ahead of Loom and Menagerie. Haystack over Duck Pond. Yeah, I think we definitely are. Yeah, our card quality was like pretty high, because I think WhiteLink maybe made some suboptimal decisions I've made look nice. Well, the nice thing is they're so small on your computer screen, you can't tell what a bad job I did cropping them. I did a really bad job cropping them. All right. Guys, thanks for watching. That's going to be all for me. Hope you've enjoyed this little video. I will stream tomorrow, starting in the afternoon. And yeah, thanks HIKLJ for the Twitch Prime sub. And yes, absolutely earlier. I'll play in the afternoon tomorrow. So we'll see you guys then. Bye.